good.
Okay, here we go. Well, we got to Pittsburgh. We're at the Wyndham Grand. Staying over for the night and then starting the whole Gap Trail tomorrow.
You're good.
Okay, here we go.
Say hello, John.
Hi. Welcome to, where are we? We're at the Wyndham Grand Hotel here, right at the top of the Great Allegheny Passage Rail Trail. We're going to start tomorrow. It's Brian and me. We're going to move south, and tomorrow we plan to be at West Newton. That'll be really, really nice. The view here is absolutely, utterly fantastic. You can see the
park where we start.
Yep. You see the famous fountain there at Point Park, and
The Science Center is over there. Going to be going past that to Bicycle Heaven.
we're going to go south to Bicycle Heaven. That's going to be nice. We rode across that bridge the other year we were here to the south side. So we're moving out of the hotel. Actually, not moving out. Well, yeah, we are, just for the day, though.
Yeah, so this is our first day in Pittsburgh, and we're just riding over to Bicycle Heaven.
And it's neat that they let you store the bikes behind.
You don't have to keep them in your room.
Right. You can if you want, but there's a place behind the concierge desk, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
And it's locked, and they're good with that.
It's nice because it's a large hotel, and the elevators
pretty
are
good,
quite busy and cramped, I would say, for bicycles.
It is. But if you have a real expensive bike and you just don't want to, you want to keep it in your room. You don't want to trust it in the area, that other area. You can take it up to your room if you'd like.
John, do you remember the name of the park across from the hotel?
Point Park?
Is that all Point Park?
Point Park, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. So this is our route from Point Park over to Bicycle Heaven. Passing all the sports stadiums. We're passing the museum. What was that museum, John? Where the submarine is, and
Oh yeah, the Science Center.
yes.
That was a neat submarine. And there's Point Park. There's the fountain. Right straight ahead there. Nice, Brian. Now we're here. I really like this ride. It's just casual. There's so many people out here too right now. This was a year after 2021, of course 2022, and it was post-COVID, freshly post-COVID, so there's a lot of people.
Yeah, this was in May, so the weather really nice, and everyone just wants to be outside at this point.
on your left. Is that a ramp? Yeah. Go ahead. Oh.
And yes, that is going to accommodate just one bike at a time. But it's pretty neat. If there's a lot of people around, you just have to wait your turn.
Wow, a switchback all
Yeah, there's a lot of stairs around, so you don't have to worry about people walking on the switchback, which is nice.
So Point Park is at the very edge of.
Well, it's
at the convergence.
It's at the
actually.
point.
Wow.
Point Park is at the point where
Pretty cool.
the Allegheny and
Monongahela
merge
River.
to form the Ohio
Ohio.
River. And that's basically the center of Pittsburgh.
So when you stand at the point at Point Park, Pittsburgh, and look out on the water, you are seeing the Ohio River at the convergence of the Allegheny River to your right and the Monongahela River to your left.
The air. The what? The mist. Yeah.
And we're standing right at the compass right now, which, if memory serves, that's like that's where the trail officially ends, or starts, or no?
It depending on which way you want to go. It
Yeah,
either
well,
ends
yes.
or starts there, but yeah.
It's terminus.
Yeah, yes.
But we're not
Exactly.
starting the trail today. Today we're just checking out the park, the fountain, and then we're going to be riding that bridge you see over to the other side of the river to bicycle heaven.
Yeah, that bridge, that's called Fort Duquesne Bridge. And it's so neat the way they have built pedestrian walkways that are just, those are wide enough that you can get bicycles and pedestrians and families walking across or riding across safely. Across the Allegheny River. So we're going to head up on that bridge. It's Fort Duquesne Bridge that crosses the Allegheny River.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
We are riding on the Three Rivers Heritage Trail, which we could access right outside of our hotel. The Three Rivers Heritage Trail provides riverfront access to historical sites, the downtown areas, parks, neighborhoods, cultural stops, and more, along 26 miles of riverfront trails.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky, I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I
What a
found
nice
my
day
way.
that was.
I found my way.
Lots of people out.
Bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
We're getting onto the bridge. And what John was saying, how nice this bridge is, because you are, as a pedestrian, you're completely separated from the traffic.
Wyndham Grand.
My way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way,
And
I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way.
But as you can see, there's plenty of room on that bridge for everybody.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
On your right. Sorry about that.
We rode across the Fort Duquesne Bridge and over the Allegheny River.
I just wanted to point out, that's where we ate 2 years ago.
Yeah, Berg.
And look how packed it is.
More restaurants. A lot of good restaurants around here.
We continued our ride along the North Shore on the Three Rivers Heritage Trail to Bicycle Heaven.
On your right. Oops, sorry about that. Busier than when we were here last time, I think. Yeah. And on your left. Thank you.
And we are riding on the Three Rivers Heritage Trail to Bicycle Heaven in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Are we going down there? Okay. There's the 481.
We're passing the Science Center there. There's the USS Requiem, submarine that I believe that we toured a year previous.
I believe it was 2 years previous.
Wow, 2
Yeah.
years 2 years before this. And we're still on the Three Rivers Heritage Trail, which really takes you all around Pittsburgh. You can access literally all over Pittsburgh using this trail.
Yeah, the Three Rivers Trail refers to that you can ride on any side of the Three Rivers and provides easy access.
Here Brian just had a little bit of a adjustment problem.
My chain fell off.
Came off and got stuck between the cog and the frame. Did I ever fix that? Did that ever?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad that worked out.
Yeah, so at this point, John didn't have the tools. They were still in our hotel room, so it was flat enough that I just stayed in the same gear for the rest of the ride this day. Now here we'll see a sign for Bicycle Heaven. So this is where we get off the trail and onto road, and it's just a few blocks to Bicycle Heaven.
Which way you need to go? You are correct, sir.
There's the sign. And John, I believe I believe we ate dinner there that night at that food truck.
We did. That was actually good. So they had good food there.
Yes, you ate it very fast.
Yeah, I did. That was interesting. Pittsburgh is known for its food.
Yes.
Too. Its food and its neighborhoods. Bicycle Heaven is there to the left.
This is the place. Looks like he painted it. All right.
Painted on the building.
Yeah, as we were riding closer, you commented that it looked like they had painted the building a whole new
theme, sort of color.
I said memorial. That's not what it is. Mural. A new mural.
Never been in that one. It has 50s and 60s memorabilia, I guess.
I want to say thank you to Craig Morrow, founder of Bicycle Heaven, for allowing me to post this video on our Bicycles, Trails, and More channel. Bicycle Heaven isn't only a huge, active museum of bicycling, it is a bicycle shop. They also rent bikes and serve as consultants for film, TV, and theatrical productions. They have a huge collection of antique bikes, like the bike used in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, and the four-seater bike used on the Monkees TV show. And that's just touching the surface of Bicycle Heaven. Located at 1800 Preble Avenue in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Check out their website, www.bicycleheaven.org.
How's it going?
Now, do you want to mention the owner here, John?
That's the owner, Mr. Morrow.
We just got.
And
No.
No, this is about my fourth time. Yeah.
he is actually a great guy who, this was his collection
Yeah.
that he just kept adding and adding and adding on to.
Now, when you first walk in, for someone like John, who grew up riding bikes and worked in various bike shops over the years, this is very overwhelming at first.
Very wonderfully overwhelming, actually.
Yes.
There's the Space Lander.
There's just continuous stuff to look at, and it's great.
And it all brings back so many memories. The Space Lander bicycles from the 40s, 1940s. The Schwinn crate bikes with the stereotypical 16-inch wheel in the front, 20-inch wheel in the back. The shock struts in the rear seat. And the Springer fork. And the drum brake on the front. That was class and coolness back in the late 1960s.
What all the cool kids rode.
Oh man, 1970s, and there's sort of where it began. The Bone Shaker bicycle, and that's an original. They actually have one of those, and it's called a Bone Shaker. It's made almost entirely of wood, and because you can pedal it, it's been ascribed as one of the first bicycles.
Do you know when that was made?
Somewhere in the 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah. Handmade, too.
Yeah.
They had to hand make each one of them.
So we're still in the first room here in Bicycle Heaven, and it just looks like it's, as I said, it's overwhelming, but it's also surprisingly well organized, where everything is placed, and it's just really interesting.
Everything has its place, sort of. And for somebody who lived back in, even in the 30s and 40s, there's old paratrooper bikes and old coaster brake bikes. There's some really eclectic bikes. It's just a neat place to be. If you were ever into bicycles at all, if you ever went through a time in your life that you were pedaling to get around, pedaling bicycles to get around, this is really a neat place to check out.
And as you can see, it's not just bikes, it's memorabilia related to bikes.
And even not related to bikes.
Well, yes.
Just sort of fun stuff. Bowden Spacelander bicycles have a molded fiberglass shell frame. Originals are really expensive, and they can be priced up to $20,000 and beyond.
Wi-Fi.
The large wheel in the penny farthing helped to increase the speed and distance of the bike, as well as for providing increased shock absorption. But that would be a high wheeler, and those wheels were hugely high.
Now this room is more what you would call conventional bikes or more modern bikes that you can just buy. Huge storage room. And I believe that's a t-shirt that you and I both ended up buying.
We do. I still have mine and still wear it from time to time.
Now we're going up to heaven.
There's the stairway.
Stairway to heaven.
Yeah, for somebody like me who worked on bicycles a lot, this place is just too cool to describe. I was born in the mid-50s and worked on bicycles pretty much all my life. And this is a museum, but this is also a bicycle shop with a museum. That's a front freewheel, what I'm pointing at there. Was on a bicycle called the Schwinn Caliente. That was part of the problem that we had riding back.
Yes, we have. Yes, which you will see in a later video.
If you're doing any kind of restoration work, original handlebars, original paint sticks, check it out. He has some extremely rare examples of original Schwinn equipment. So if you're doing a serious restoration, especially a Schwinn, you want to check out Bicycle Heavens for parts and accessories. I worked for the Village Peddler Bicycle Shop in Lidditz, and at different times we had the Haro Trick Team and the Hutch Trick Team perform at a large parking lot in Lidditz. Both teams did an amazing show.
Now we're in what I would call the actual museum. Is that what you would call this, John?
And there's the monkey bike. The bike that was ridden by the monkeys in their opener, and one of their openers that they recorded. Again, for those of us who remember the Monkeys show, that's the Pee Wee Herman bike. That was the one that was used in the movie, Pee Wee's Big Adventure. And that bike behind Elvis there, that has a radio in it. An actual AM radio. And that's a pedal car. That is a pedal car right there. In the mid-70s, during the gas crisis, all kinds of inventions came out. One of them was somebody tried to design a car that would be practical.
Practical meaning no engine.
No engine. There's a paratrooper bike from the 1940s. So somebody came out with a pedal car. It never really went anywhere, but the plans never really went anywhere. This is the sort of the hallway of chain guards. lots of literature and lots of documentation, lots of old Schwinn catalogs and manuals, repair manuals. Really neat stuff. Buckets of parts. These are original. These are original Schwinn parts and others. Name badges. Those are really neat. They, of course, went on to the front of the bike. There's some more buckets of parts.
Anything you need,
For a restoration.
it's at Bicycle Heaven.
It's really great. Just check them out. Check the whole place out. It's it's very difficult to describe. It's almost too cool to describe. Cut out for a new departure brake. See if you can identify these 3 hubs in the next shot. Bendix 2-speed kickback automatic hubs with coaster brake, red, yellow, and blue band. Very rare. And 2-speed, of course, red band and yellow band, 2-speed automatics with and without coaster brake. Black Phantom, Schwinn Black Phantom, fantastic bike. We'll have information on Bicycle Heaven in the comments below. Lots of just cool stuff. Bowden Spacelander bicycles. Raleigh choppers.
Now you had one of those, didn't you?
I had a Raleigh chopper 3-speed. Pretty neat. It's time to get back to the hotel.